Welcome to the No Bull Podcast. Your host, as always, will be Vinny, a.k.a. Bugs, holding down the 134 Brooklyn. I'm sorry. That was my bad. Queens. My bad. Sorry, I ain't from there.
Yeah.
You got Titus, a.k.a. T, and Chance, a.k.a. Bull. Behind the scenes, as always, you have Brandon, a.k.a. Big B, holding it down.
What's good?
Tonight, Titus couldn't join us because he's bitching out. You know how that goes, Titus.
I still love you, boy.
I hope you're listening. This is our first audio experience, episode 1. This podcast is like no other. We talk about life and everyday experiences. You may get offended and may not agree, but soon you'll be able to call in. Don't forget to write a comment, subscribe to the channel, and hit that like button. Today, our topic is why we started the podcast. I really don't know why we started the podcast, but we have a lot of bullshit in here. The Twisted Bull, we see a lot of people, and a lot of shit happens.
And I just need some motherfucking answers. I just need to know, because I'm a know-it-all. I got to know.
Gotta know what's going on. We gotta know.
So, what we gonna talk about, man? What's been on your mind lately? What happened this week? Anything interesting, Chance? What happened to you early this week? Anything that we need to talk about? Anything weird? No?
Everything's weird. Every day's weird. What happened?
Man.
I mean, especially with everything going on with the coronavirus and shit you gotta deal with.
Let's not talk about that. Quarantine. Man.
People shooting each other out here, going crazy. People shooting each other up in Elkins.
Oh.
It's just not good right now. It's not good. The bar business sucks.
Hey, don't cough on me. I don't need it.
Yeah, for all you ladies out there, Vinny is the one, specializing plus size.
That's right. Watch out.
That's right.
Set the alarm. I'm coming.
We're coming.
Yeah, man, this week's been kind of crazy. It's Friday. Thank goodness it's Friday.
Yeah, we're all back to work here at the Bull.
Doing what we do.
Do what we do.
Don't forget, if you local and you're in the neighborhood.
The community built us together, so please listen, channel in. I hope you guys drop a bunch of comments so on our next one that we have a bunch of stuff to talk about.
Definitely. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know your thoughts, what we might need to do, what we don't do if you like it. Your input is very important to us.
Very, very, very important.
No sugarcoating shit, because, snowball.
Definitely 18 or older, so if you ain't 18 or older, you need to get out the building. We're going to be bringing the heat. We're going to tell the truth. We're going to be very, very offensive. I think I'm a very, very, very offensive dude. I'm white, and I use a lot of slurs. Shit happens.
And I'm black, and I just don't know how to act.
Yeah. They accept me for me. So, if I piss off anybody, just don't shoot me. It'll be all right,
So the first thing I think we need to talk about is what we were talking about last night. Jake Paul, I believe it was, had Riley Reid on his podcast.
Oh my
I think
God.
it was last year.
Man.
I don't think I
Miss Riley one day.
Oh my God.
So how do you guys personally feel about a porn star stepping out of her comfort zone and talking about how her job is every day and how she enjoys that line of work?
Oh, she got to be bold, I think.
Bold.
She's fucking bold.
She's
intimidating.
It's one and only. Number 2. T said. Number 7. T said 2 in the world.
I think she's number 1.
She's number 1 after taking the double P.
She is
double P and 1 V. That's what I seen.
I don't know if I can handle that.
I don't know if I could either.
I might be intimidating.
I don't think it's out of her comfort zone though, because she deals with that shit every day.
I think she likes that.
She likes that.
Loves sex.
She said that she blew off her Uber driver.
Well, you gotta think she's probably got millions of viewers watching her every day, constantly.
Sex sells though,
Yeah, a fact.
What else is supposed to? You know what I mean?
There was some wild stuff. I want to know what happened after the video.
Yeah, everything is being used on her. Both hands, man. She's fucking multitasking. Oh, she's probably one of the best actors, I think. Is that even acting?
Okay, well, she getting that money?
Well, then she needs a Grammy or Oscar.
Can they run for that? I don't think they can. I think they have a porn star.
I know Pornhub does their own awards every year. They do Pornhub awards.
So she gets every category.
So how about, check this out. So if you're a woman, right, what if she comes to you and she's seen that video of her? And she comes to you and goes I want to do something like this. I wonder, what the fuck would you think about? Would you be comfortable with that?
I don't know.
Huh?
I mean,
Knowing,
what are
like,
they doing?
after seeing this girl,
Well, that's what even Raleigh said. She said, like, she wouldn't care because she'd tell her man to go get that money, go get that paper. But as a male perspective, I don't think I'm down for that. You know, if my girl Jay comes to me and says, "Yo, Chance, I wanna make this millions, but I'm gonna take just D every day," what I'm gonna say? Maybe one time a million.
What if she's
yeah,
recording
probably.
with you though?
But that's different though. I mean, if it's me, the hell yeah, that's no problem. But some other dude, no control over.
Well, that'll be an OnlyFans page.
Yeah, that'd be on the
That's something
fans.
different.
I
what
mean,
I'm saying?
they still you can upload personal videos to porn.
Yeah, I don't know how to do. Here we go, OnlyFans. Here's another topic. Is that another form of hoeing?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, that is. I wonder.
Well,
It's
the thing
good.
is,
It's good. So yes,
You
you're
have
right.
to subscribe to that person on OnlyFans before you can even view any of their photos. So somebody can say, "Hey, you know, I'm posting nude photos on my OnlyFans," and
Well-
drop the link, right? But then they can be like bikini pictures.
Right.
Then you're getting fucking baited into spending $15 a month on.
But is it taking over the streets?
It's because I mean it's the same advertisement in a way, just not through video and social media.
Is it going to
You had to get in
eventually?
your car, you had to drive to the track, and you had to peep the hoes that was on the strip. And they had to dress a certain way, but you had to turn down a certain block in order to see that outfit. It's
Yeah.
almost like, you know what I'm saying?
So is it driving them out of business?
I don't think so.
I mean,
Home will never die.
I mean-
Hoes are keeping the world alive.
The only thing I'm saying is you don't have to pay for Pornhub.
Yeah, Pornhub's free. But that's just viewing it,
Yeah.
you know, but these
but on OnlyFans, I wonder if you can message them. I think you can message them.
Can you?
Yeah, like on Twitter. I mean, on Snapchat.
See, I'm not really
You can
familiar
slide into
with that.
Snapchat and then message them and see what's up.
Is
So
that-
maybe is
is
that a
that the-
form? Is that like maybe?
Is it the same as premium Snapchat?
I think it's another version.
Yeah.
So then you can hit them up there and be like, "Yo, shawty, just come meet me at fucking hotel."
I've always said these bitches was sitting on a gold mine. They just didn't know how to.
They didn't know how to do
They
it.
didn't use it.
OnlyFans.
You know.
Premium snaps. I mean, that's what it is.
$15 a month. I mean,
You know.
it might be better, but in the same, if you're just trying to,
Well, that sounds like they fucking the game up for the real hoes. That's
That-
paying,
exactly,
You know, but
yeah.
that's kind of cheap, if you ask
Yeah.
me. But
Because a lot of your porn stars now have premium snaps, premium things.
but what's the point in that when you can just search up a porn star and
Because I think it gets them out. Tell me if I'm wrong, Mr. Riley. Please call in next time. But no, I say that their publicitor or their agent takes a cut of that, takes a form, so that if they can cut out the middleman, put their own stuff up their own feed and get money directly to their PayPal account. It takes out. It's like an independent. It's like a free agent. Now you're independent and you're just hustling for yourself. You don't have no middleman. You don't have Warner Brothers up here being like, you have to do this, you have to do that. They're picking their own man, their own client, when they want to do it, how they want to do it.
I wonder if they're able to like fuck with these girls.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's an option.
I'm sure they can.
I mean, they can do whatever they want on their premium snap.
Like, how do the girls or some of the girls doing things like that, or is it just pictures that they're paying?
No, you can do videos, you
what I
can do
need to
pictures, you can do everything.
Well, I know that, especially with OnlyFans, people go into the route of, you know, you get my premium, you pay for my premium version of my OnlyFans, you get a personal video.
A
Which,
personal video, but is it like any meetups? Like, I don't know
That's
how
what I
long
want
I
to
can
know.
pay.
Is
I don't
the
know. I mean, $15 or 15, whatever I'm paying for.
Then I cash out you
pics or
$100
videos.
when you meet me here. That's the
Yeah,
game.
like eventually I'm gonna be like, yo, can I like get some pussy? Like, you know what I'm saying? If I can't get no ass, then you ain't getting no cash. Fuck all that. Pornhub's free.
That's
Like
what I'm
you
saying.
said. So,
That's my take on it.
I'm trying to figure out now, like, what is the main goal of these? Like, are they really selling pussy on these sites or on these little platforms that they are promoting their sexuality?
I guess you wouldn't really know unless you subscribe to them, right?
Yeah, well, I need to know. And any viewers that's watching and listening right now, please leave a comment and let me know what you think. Put me on, because I'm an old head and I need to know what's going on. Because there are some fine ass pieces of ass on that I see on, and I'll be ready to.
On a weird thing, there was a guy one of my buddies told me, and he knows who he is as soon as I tell him this story if he's listening. There's a guy, his name was Seth. He whacked off. He had one. Right?
Okay.
And he'd whack off, and he'd put stuff in his ass, all kinds of shit, and girls would tune in and be like, do this, do that, right? A guy did this, right?
Whoa.
But this guy literally made like this guy literally made like $100,000 $100 grand in like 6 months, and put himself through college, house, and now he's like a male fitness model.
Oh, kudos to what's his name?
Seth.
According to that man, put his way through. Go right.
Yep. Put his way straight through out of Maryland, and I guess he still does it. And now he's a male model. I guess he does for Abercrombie, all these outlets, and now he's a male model. But he started out with a premium snap and then just whacked off and blew it in the camera's face.
I mean, imagine going from shoving shit up your ass to being a model for Abercrombie.
I don't think I'm that bold for a few hours. I
ain't big enough for one.
I can spank the monkey, but I don't know about putting shit in my butt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what is up with that? Like, is that a new trend? With the girls playing in guys' ass and guys, like, what is going on? Like, this world is in a different.
It's a different era. Even in mine, I'm only 26. A different era.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Old Ben over here. I don't know what he's feeling.
We were talking about that fur burger the other day.
Oh yeah,
Let's talk about assy.
Well, you're kind of close to it anyway when you're eating some twat. You know what I'm saying?
But in your time, was it weird? Was it acceptable?
I don't think it might have been going on, but nobody really spoke about it.
They were hiding.
You know what I'm saying?
They were hiding.
And I'm pretty sure that it probably has. I mean, this can't be new. It can't be new. You know, it just probably they just probably brought it back up. Yeah. You know, it's probably shit that happened from the 60s and 70s. Then it drops. Nobody's thinking about it. Doggy style, the new shit is popping, and all of a sudden, somebody spoke to their grandmother and was like, "Well, your grandfather ate my ass." You know what I'm saying? And boom. That shit just became a trend again, you know?
Well, I think sex has become more out there nowadays anyways. So talk, have a conversation.
It used to be more private.
Exactly.
Do ladies really like it though?
I would love to know that too. Like,
that's what I want to know. Like, is it pleasurable or is it like more of a male thing? Like, do males like doing it? Okay, does males like doing it or was there girls that are like, hey, eat my ass?
I imagine it was probably a compromise for both, right? Because I know
they talk about this type of stuff on these little premium chats. So I don't know if they're just saying these things to draw me in to spend the cash, but is this something that you personally get pleasure from?
Enjoy?
Like, do you get pleasure from it, or you're just doing it because it might bring in some kind of money?
Yeah,
you understand?
Are you doing it for your significant other? Are you doing it for your husband? Does he like doing it?
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the real question.
And that's what I want to know.
That's what we want to know. We're going to be myth busting.
No sugarcoating, no bullshit. Yeah. You are here with us. We want put it all on wax.
Put it all on.
You know, I want to know. But what else I wanted to talk about when it came down to these ladies, man? Oh, okay. How about this? Why do these women lie so fucking much about orgasms? Since they're so open about sexuality, what's wrong with telling the man, listen, I didn't bust off. Like, you're not leaving here until I actually get one off. Because I know me, I can be crazy.
And why would they fake it?
I think the younger generation suffers more.
I say
that's exactly what it is.
Feed the ego. To make him not, you know what I mean? Because women...
Is that like saving his self-esteem?
Yeah, but I think that's...
And is this
that could be making it worse, because you might tell him every time he's busting your ass, he's doing a good job, when let alone he's really not. Yeah. So he's walking around here like macho big dick, when he really ain't doing shit.
And is that why? And I'm would that be also contributing? And this is bold to say, but maybe like men are becoming more sissified.
Sheep in the
because maybe everybody's telling them, hey, like you're doing a great job, but then you ain't. It's like the fifth place trophy.
Yeah, well, women want a sensitive men, and they
but is that contribute to it? Is it because they want to make them feel good? I mean, what is it? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, what is it? It's a little bit of both. Maybe she's just so fortunate that she got a dude that just taking care of her.
I've never had
taking care of Shawty at home.
Or a woman tell me that I haven't made them orgasm.
Maybe you're just almighty in the bed.
I feel like
I don't always feel. Sometimes I know when I'm off. You know, it's like playing sports.
Yes.
Like, all right, I'm a basketball player, but tonight I had an off night.
Yes.
You understand? It doesn't take me away from my position as a point guard. You know what I'm saying? But I know when I'm having an off night.
And I feel...
And them off nights, sometimes it might seem a little bit too extreme. When she's like giving off this energy where it's like, oh, like it's the best thing in the world. I'm going, she got to be bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like
I might be doing it on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I'm just getting all kind of hollers, so you know. But I've never really had one be honest with me and tell me, you know what, I haven't reached one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like
I'm not sure if I'm comfortable telling her like, you can't make me nut. Have you? Okay, how about this? Have you
Okay.
ever faked the orgasm with a woman?
No, but I've told him that like this just ain't. I'm tired. Like I mean, like this just ain't gonna work. Whether it was because I didn't feel good, maybe I wasn't into it, like maybe she said something weird, whatever. You know, maybe I've just been like whatever. But I've also always known whenever I made a girl come or go off. Like I felt, you know it.
Have you ever made a cream? We know you.
Nah, we ain't getting the cream.
Huh?
I don't know about the cream.
Oh, that whipped cream
That
coming out?
cream, little
Like-
cream. I made there's multiple cream levels.
Yeah.
Apparently so.
Yeah, that's what we found out the other night.
So
That's
how do
a
you
whole
know
other
if it's like cream or yeast infection?
right? Let's go. We're going to get a test kit, med kit out here
How
pronto.
are you gonna know, right? Like,
But I mean, I feel like I know I've heard of guys faking it, but I don't know how you would fake it. And
I don't know
like,
how a guy
unless you had a
to get
condom.
it over with.
Unless you had a condom, you know.
But how does a guy fake?
Well, okay,
acting like
here we go.
But I mean, you still.
I've never faked it, but I've
Sometimes-
lied and said I've got off.
I'm not gonna lie.
I lied one time in high school
done
that I was
that.
wearing a condom, and the girl was like, and we got interrupted by you know, and she was like, "Did you get off?" I was like, "Yes, I did, but I didn't because it was just weird. It was all."
You just sucked it up and took the blue balls.
I
Pretty much.
I didn't really want.
That's what
It
you
was
did.
fucked up, and this is weird as me. I didn't really want. It wasn't that great, and I'm not saying I'm the best dude in the world, but like it wasn't. You know, it's one of them things that like. They interrupted. I didn't oppose. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
Yeah.
let's go later. Let's finish it. I was just like, yo, it is what it is. And maybe I wasn't her cup of tea. I don't know. And maybe she'll call in and be like, Chance, you're a piece of shit. Maybe. Bull. Yeah. But as of right now, that was the only time I ever did that.
I will gladly take that phone call just for the record.
And there's probably a lot of women in Elkins that are going to fucking call in here and be like, he's a piece of shit.
I faked it once.
How did that work? Story.
I just
Details.
didn't.
Where was this at, though? Was this back home in Queens, or was this here?
No, this was here.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah,
Okay.
this was here. I think I was more so nervous and was just trying to like get up out of the scene.
Yeah.
And to just to know that I got in it, like I was fucking. I felt like, you know what? Maybe, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll get it again. And so I was more so nervous. I was trying to rush. I was like, yo, I got to get up out of this. I feel like, I felt bad, felt wrong. Like I need to stop. But in order for me to get out of that, I had to be like, yo, I came off. But I didn't. You know what I'm saying? And condom sex take a lot longer, you know? Because I got 6 kids.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
Condoms suck.
yeah, I don't want to pull the shit off just to like bust off a nut. Then I fuck around and catch an STD for life. You know what I'm saying? That the nigga didn't want because of 15 minutes of pleasure. You know, but yeah, I had to fake that. I don't want to mention the name because we are
Yeah,
local.
we don't know. We'll let them call
If
in.
she's listening, I'm pretty sure you know who you are. But it is what it is. Well, that's probably the only time I've done that. Like, only because I felt I was nervous. Not because I don't think she was good or,
Right.
you know what I mean? But I do have a situation sometime at my age. I don't know if you guys get it, but I like to call this symptom the SDS. And that's soft dick syndrome. Any of you guys get that? Hey, listen, don't be ashamed. It's nothing to be ashamed of. A lot of girls will tell you, it's okay, but I think they're bullshitting too. You know what I'm saying? They have a problem just trying to
Do they think it's them, though?
I don't
Because
know.
I've had girls ask me that, be like, is it me?
But sometimes I wondered if it was them, like, damn, is it her? It can't be her, because I know I want to hit it, you know what I'm saying? But he not working with me right now. So,
Right.
you know,
That shit's got a mind of its own.
exactly. That's why they call it a head, and then that head. And it's like, he thinks for himself and go, all right, you mentally feel you like her, but me physically, nah, I ain't feeling it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I mean, I've had that problem. Like, one time I was getting hot and heavy. We started, and a girl whispered something weird in my ear, and it just went. Bloop.
When she was.
Yeah.
I think I had a long slong or a weird something with a slong.
Just that word.
And I was just like, right, we're done. She was like, is it
Fuck
me?
me
Is
is that
it
slong?
me? Like, can we try later? And I was just like, Everything leading up to this point was weird. I mean, she was gorgeous. It was just that word. I think it was a slong or I don't know what it was.
Yeah, like is that like an issue with most men though? Like, does that happen to a lot of us? Like, when a girl says something weird during an intimate moment, that
me it would.
We lose this urge to like keep going forward.
What's that?
Because something like that happened to me. I don't think she said anything. I don't know what it was. I just can't get hard and fuck. Like, she gotta bite on me, something.
She gotta put in some pregame work.
She gotta be.
She gotta pump the engine.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You just can't get in the car and just drive and shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta warm it up.
Sometimes it gotta be like that, though.
Yeah, but I gotta really be sexually attracted to her. You know what I'm saying? And it's gotta be at least a month that I ain't getting no ass. And that ain't happening.
That ain't happening.
I ain't punishing myself like that. Yeah. So, you know, but yeah, that's just one of the things I had to speak on my mind.
Yeah, you definitely have to warm
this
it
week
up.
has been similar to that, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been wanting to lay down with a certain lady, and I've been getting a lot of, like, excuses as far as, oh, I don't feel good, but when I'm not around, it's like she has all the energy in the world. So I started to think, like, is this a sign of you telling me some shit that I need to know?
Yeah.
Or is it somebody else? You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why I wanted to talk about this. Besides the OnlyFans and all that, because I'm really interested in knowing how that works. Because if somebody can really put me on to how that works, I might start my own.
I definitely think they can, especially these ladies out here. And you know, I've noticed there was only one chick that I know of in this area that has an OnlyFans, and I'm not gonna say her name. She's the only one.
Or off the record, on when we're shut, you know.
There's only one girl that I know of in this general area, and actually the guy that close homie. And I ain't gonna give him a shout out right now because I don't know if people know he's home or not. Right. It was his old ex-shorty, and he talked her into it. And she's the only one I know.
Oh, yeah?
She's it. Do you know if she's made money off of that?
I think so. I don't know. I mean, but maybe I can call her on for next week or maybe tomorrow, whenever. Because I don't know if we're gonna do this every day, every week. I don't know. We're gonna wing it. I'd like to do it every day if we can because you know, I mean, this.
Well, this is just the subject we're talking about now because this is something we spoke about recently, and I'm like, you know what? I need to know what other people think.
Yeah.
So this is something that we need to talk about. But we got, you know,
definitely on the if you don't feel good subject. See, my girl went through the same thing where it was like, you know, you come home and be like, I don't feel good, or I'm tired, rub my back, I want to cuddle. And I don't know, I think it's a little bit of depression. Like, there's so many different excuses and reasons I've heard. And I don't know if they're excuses, like they may just really not be into it.
That's something else I want to bring up is the fact that how come and not just for like if you're trying to have sex with a woman, but if she's not into you or doesn't want a relationship with you, why can't they just say that to you? Like, I feel like as a man, if I was leaving a girl on and I wasn't attracted to her, I would tell her that, you know?
Right.
But I think that some girls, my personal opinion, have a backup plan. See, okay, I've always said this. If a girl, and I use this platform, if a girl's going to cheat, it's going to be premeditated. Right?
Yeah,
you're not going to, a guy can go to a bar, and there's a double standard. A lot of girls are going to disagree with me. I feel like if you go to a bar as a man, you may be 100% in love with a woman. You may get drunk, and then something may happen, you go home with her. With a girl, it's been plotted out. It's been planned. If she's with a man, and she says she loves him, not a single woman, but she's with a man, she goes to a bar, that was premeditated. She plotted it out. Then panties and underwear match. It's going to pound. Right, so I think that the same thing goes. I think that some women, like she may know that this man is secure over here, but maybe right now in her life, like she just wants big black stud just to rail her. But she knows that he's the long haul, so maybe she keeps that man around until this one ends to move over. I think that women are like chess, you know, like they're the queen in chess. Like they're going to make the most. A man's going to bounce, but I feel like a woman won't do anything unless she's thought about it.
Right.
There's pre-thought behind it. She's not going to leave a man unless there's pre-games, unless he's a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? But if he's actually a good man, you know.
I mean, I agree to an extent with that, but I feel like if anybody's willing to cheat, you don't truly love the person you're with, anyways. You know what I mean? I mean, I've been down there.
If they lie to you.
See, and I did this.
Do that means that they love you because they love you so much that they lie to you and they don't want to hurt you, or they just?
Well, see, but you've also made the decision to already cheat on them at that point.
Which, it's a life story on me. So my girl right now, engaged, I cheated on her. I kept a long relationship. Everybody in Elkins knows that I did it. Why I did it, I think at the time I was confused. I think she was through a depression stage, and I was just, and it was one of the things. I'd come home, she's like, I don't feel good, or I don't find myself attractive, you know. And I feel as a man, you know, you go 6 months without it. The first thing to breathe on you, you're like, you know. And it wasn't. I don't think it was the fact that I didn't love Jordan. I mean, my girl or whoever. I think it was just the fact that at that moment in my life, I was unhappy, and it's not an excuse. I think it was just unhappy, and I just fucking went towards it. You know what I'm saying?
But would you make that mistake again?
No, because after this time, I was like, you know,
That's called a mistake.
it was a mistake.
Exactly.
If it happens more than once,
That's my thing too.
it's not a mistake.
Is there's a difference between a mistake, which I would call your situation a mistake, but there's a difference between that and purposely going out and finding.
Yes, there's a difference. Yes, if you go out seeking it, then you don't truly. I don't think you truly. If you go out, unless like you've been maybe together for like a couple years and then shit went sour, and then he's like, you know what, fuck you, then I'm going out and I'm getting some booty. You know what I'm saying? But I think at that point, you know, you've been with the person so long, there's a reason why they're doing it.
I mean, if you gotta say that to your girl or whatever, the relationship's kind of going downhill at that point anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but who knows? I mean, I don't know. But I know that I just think that girls are definitely, there's a premeditated there.
So basically, women cheat for emotional purposes.
Yes, there's
men
an
do
emotion-
it because I guess we can.
Yes.
Or
Men-
we feel like
Men
Yeah,
do it for
but-
the ass.
Yeah, men do it for the ass. I think a girl will do it
Ass
to
and a direct
woman, girl. I think they do it
reputation.
for spite. You know, that's why you see a lot of girls going after their friends. Like they'll break up with their man, hit up their friend. I think stuff like that happens all the time. I feel like it just happens. Shit goes down, and you know, or they hit up other people, or they talk to, or they're texting multiple guys all the time.
Yeah.
You know, because this guy may have this and this guy may have this, but they just can't get them all together. So I think multiple women just string suits along. But I don't like the double standard of whenever a man gets caught, he's a piece of shit, he's a dog, but then the woman's still doing it, but then they're untouchable.
Right.
See what I'm saying? I don't like that stigma either, because it's like a man, you know, a man goes out and cheats, well, he's a piece of shit, he's a dog, whatever, but a woman can do it and it's different. I feel like there's double standard there. You know?
I feel that too because, you know, if I was in plenty of relationships in high school and I got cheated on in just about every one of them, and I wasn't the best boyfriend in high school. It's fucking high school, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, they never caught any repercussions for it, but if I would have gone out and done it, I would have been the asshole of the high school for that
because
week.
they have reasons for it.
Yes,
Their
right.
reason is he was doing me wrong, or he talked to me a certain
Yes.
way, or he didn't.
Yes.
No, it's an emotional.
It's emotional. And that's why I think for the record, that's why I think there's also a double standard between a guy doing it and then the girl's like, shh, I'll take you back. Then a girl doing it and the guy blows up and throws all of her shit out. I think a guy should be more emotional if a girl cheats, because I just feel like that's a double standard there. Because if, like I said, go back to the beginning, if a girl does it, there's a reason why she chose to do it. A man can make up the mistake. Now, a lot of people are going to disagree with me with that, but like, you know, if a man did it 3, 4, 5, 6 times, okay, that's different. But like one time, the girl's one time, the girl's going to be way worse than the guys.
That's right.
Because the girl came with vengeance, or she plotted it, planned it, thought about this,
Or she fucked your friend.
or she fucked her friend. You know, and people die over that. And you got to think about this. You know, I've seen a lot of men kill themselves over a girl, but I've never seen no girl really kill themselves over a man. There has been, but not like men do. And I think that's a dominant gene, and now you're getting into some other shit.
Well, I kind of think that it's all like women seem to like being single. You know, it's almost like having a girlfriend as a porn star. But this whole platform that these women are selling pictures and videos of themselves, you got to be single. I don't think I can have my girlfriend doing that either.
No, because I think that, you know, a man's more dominant, and he's gonna act out like he's gonna make it happen.
Right.
You know, I mean, he's gonna something.
But I mean, he can try to make it happen. You can't just go out and go, oh, I like her, I'm gonna fuck her, and then she's ready to fuck. But she can go out and look at somebody and go, I'm gonna fuck him, and most likely, if that's who she's picking to fuck,
And that's the
he's
difference
gonna
between
fuck.
men and women too, is the fact that a woman can go out
And
just
she
about
knows
any
it.
man's gonna hit it.
Yeah, and she knows it.
But if a man goes out and tries to get a woman,
Yeah.
Women are more reluctant.
Yeah, because, you got a girlfriend, and you got this, you got that. But she don't give a fuck if you got a girl when she want it.
Yeah.
She ain't got to know. She got all of the say, every plan, where to meet, where to go, what to wear, what time to call me.
Now, we already got people calling in asking us where we're live streaming and everything else. Damn, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Yeah, already getting that.
Well, if you're on, then you need to write some questions down. We'll answer it. Tune in.
Tune in.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
That's a fact. Now, what were we saying? I'm sorry. Sorry, people.
Yeah, but where was I at? I was talking about, what was I just talking about? I got kind of excited after hearing that we had people tuning in.
I know.
That's a big deal right there.
It's a big deal.
Somebody's listening in.
Give YouTube.
Make you want to go.
Yeah.
But,
there's definitely a double standard there. That's a fact.
yeah,
Just come to search the Noble Podcast.
So that's pretty much. I mean, there's a lot of topics. We had an interesting conversation with, what is it, the
LGBTQ plus or something.
Lead plus, it's
The alphabet.
word.
Yeah.
We had a young lady. She was telling us all about it. I didn't even know that this was a thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
I really didn't. I guess that's be living in West Virginia, but I really did not think that was a big thing. I didn't know that was a thing. I think I offended her a little bit, but I didn't know that you could be offended by saying certain things.
Yeah.
I think that there's a side of me that's like, why are all these people getting offended over everything?
They gave him a voice.
But you got to think too. They've been dealing with the struggle of
Just coming out.
And
I can see that.
Being accepted for who they are.
Why would you have to worry about being accepted? Because something, I feel, in the psyche lets you know that this is not accepted or it's not acceptable, but you're still willing to go against the grain because this is what makes you happy.
Exactly.
So if it makes you happy, then what somebody else thinks really shouldn't matter.
But at the same hand, you have to deal with all the backlash of what everybody else is going to say because you came out as gay or whatever. You know what I mean?
Where I get lost in the train of thought is whether you're gay, bisexual, whatever you are, that's okay. Whatever. Mm-hmm. Where I get lost is the he, she, like I'm an it type deal. Like I'm a they. That's where I'm like, what the fuck?
Binary.
What is
Sam
it?
Smith.
Brandon, enlighten me. Big B, enlighten me. What the fuck is that?
What is
this?
So I think when somebody says they don't feel like they are a man or a female,
right.
They don't feel the alpha gene as a male, which every man has an alpha gene. They don't feel the willingness to be a woman. So they say, I don't want to be either of those. I just want to be who I am. And to me, I don't want to be categorized as a male or a female. So they say, call me them, it, they. Call me that instead of calling me male or female. Because I don't feel like I'm one of those.
So me being a black man, okay? If I didn't want to be identified as a black man, how would that work?
I think if you didn't want to be identified as a black man, then you would take the steps to not.
But that's also about, to me, it's like I'm disregarding what
you are, what you're born. Because
this is who I am. And this is for me to say I don't want to be, that's like I'm not proud of who I am. And if I'm not proud of who I am, no matter what category I want to be in, I'm not. Like, if I can't accept me for who I am, then who else will? And that's where I feel like there's always going to be this unbalance with the community that doesn't understand what goes on. Now, me, myself, my oldest daughter she's gay, all right? She likes women, but she dresses like a guy, so we would call her a dyke, butch, whatever the word is. And, she has never really came to me and spoke to me about that. Let alone, I don't think I've ever even asked her, like, I'm gonna love her regardless. But I also have 5 boys, and I can't speak for their future. Don't know how it's gonna work, but I don't know how I would take it. Like, okay, if you're gay, you're gay. You like this, but to say that you don't want to be identified as a, I'm saying it's like.
You see, that's where I'm blurred.
How do you expect? You know what I'm saying? That's where it's confusing.
Because I feel like
lesbian, the gay, and bisexual. Like bisexual, I just think of pure just nasty. Like honestly, that's my opinion. I just think they nasty. They just want to fuck any and everything. That's what men, female, they just want to fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like if they're spiritually want to just be called an it, that's fine. But I feel like it starts fucking with everything else whenever you push and push and push and say, well, I'm a them, or I'm a they, or I'm a this. Like, no.
It's confusing.
Like, biology made you a boy or girl, which man-made, you get, now you're talking about whether you believe in God, you believe, whether you're an atheist, whatever. I mean, now you're talking, okay. But I'm saying, like, as of right now in life, you know, we only have he, she, he or she. I mean, I guess they put an other box in there, right? And they put all this. But I'm saying, like, when is the line drawn? Like, when is enough and enough? You know what I'm saying? Like how much do you give before, like, enough is enough? It's just like, okay, as a black man, African American, right? Like, you know, all that shit happened, slavery way before my time, you know what I'm saying? And then you come up, and then now, you know, we're moving on, 2020, right? But obviously, racism's still there. It will be, and all, you know what I'm saying? Always will be. But I feel like when is enough? Like, how many other letters can you put on that before it becomes a problem? Before people that we know are bad can then say, oh, well, then that's okay.
Like pedophiles.
Like pedophiles.
We talked about that. To bring it back to, you say, you know, you're proud of being a black man, which is great. That's awesome.
I wouldn't want to be anything else.
Exactly.
Right.
But what if you weren't? What if you didn't feel proud of what you had, what you were? That's why people go out and say, you know, I don't want to be categorized as a male or female because I'm not proud to be that.
I think it all starts from your upbringing.
Yes.
And you have to know your history before you know your future.
Right.
Yes.
And
as
maybe
long
that's
as you
what
know
causes people to be this way.
So
too.
they have to understand or at least look into what happened before your time in those categories. A lot of people lost their lives growing up in my era.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coming out the closet is what the terms they would say. And or they got beat up, abused, things like that. And I'm just more so afraid because people are so sensitive on these subjects. Lesbians, gay men, and everybody want rights and this, that, and the third. But I'm going, okay, pedophiles also have this urge and feeling because they don't feel like they are attracted to their age. They like younger boys or girls. You are going to let them open up the door, or they're going to open the door and you're going to invite them in. And that other letter is going to be added to the alphabet community.
That's what I feel like.
That's just what I
because it's one of the things, like I remember she said yesterday, she was like, well, that's wrong. Okay, mm-hmm. They said, well, that's wrong. Like that's against the laws. Well, at one point, gay marriage was against the law, and they changed it. See what I'm saying? It was against it, and now, and I don't know about this state, but in other states, you're allowed to do it. So it may be against the law today, but who says in 20 years it's against the law? And who's to say that a young kid can't consent, which is fucked up? You know what I'm saying? Like, if they go to prison, like, obviously they're going to die. If I find it, we'll beat the fuck out of them. But I'm just saying, like, you know, who's to tell them that they're wrong in their brain?
Right.
Just like, who are you to tell a gay woman or a gay man that they're wrong because it's in their brain? See what I'm saying? So who am I as a human to tell them they're wrong, and who am I to even tell this pedophile that he's wrong inside of his body because he has that urge?
Right.
So the same argument that they're saying to be a he or she is the same argument that the pedophile is going to bring, you know, to the table and say, well, then that's what I like. See what I'm saying? So when do you say enough is enough? That this is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, he, she, out the gone. We don't give a fuck about you. You see what I'm saying?
How far are we going to
take it?
Take in consideration these people's feelings on how they feel and be like, okay, we accept it. You can do this and do that. You're going to open the door for these predators as well.
I just feel like there's to be a line drawn by the community.
I personally feel the way I've seen it play out throughout my years, and to the point you can marry the same sex. It's... Who are you to say that? I mean, oh, that's disgusting. That's what they're going to say if a grown man is fucking with a little boy, but that grown man and that boy, that gender, is still male. You understand what I'm saying? So technically they're gay, but it's just a big age gap. Women. Or he can be attracted to a young little girl. But what I'm saying is, that's his preference.
Yeah.
You understand?
And it even comes in the fact
you to tell a gay person and go, sorry, not to cut you off, but
it's true.
for you to tell a gay person that, a man and a woman shouldn't be together, and it's not right.
It's not right.
It just don't make sense to me, because it's like, if that's not right, and then they making excuses, basically saying it is okay, God made me this way, then who are you to say that God didn't make him that way and not?
And I look at it this way too. If you got an 80-year-old man and an 18-year-old woman,
Oh, that's okay.
It's okay. In your head, you're like, oh, fuck, it's okay.
Because if when he was in his 40s, she would have been...
She wouldn't even been born yet. She'd have been just chilling.
He would have just been rubbing on the belly, waiting on it.
Yeah.
So
And then me, I'm like, holy shit, that's fucked up. So I'm saying, like, there's got to be a stop to say, okay, like, if you're a pedophile, you burn in hell.
How far do we actually go?
If you touch a little kid, you're going to get your ass whooped and you're going to go to hell.
Right.
But I just want the movement to say... That is the line. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's got to be clear cut.
I want to know what they feel about.
What they feel about.
Like, because that's something that I've always.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Because I keep hearing these. They keep adding letters. They got the LGTB, then it's Q. Then they say it's plus, and I'm going plus. When you say plus, that means it's going to be an addition. So what else can you add on to?
What else can you add on to?
You already got transgender. You got people who want to change their gender, and you got people who like what they like, men and women. Then you got women.
They
who
got
like
transgenders
women.
in schools now. Did you see that?
Reading the
where
kids.
Where they were fucking letting men, grown-ass men, dress up as fucking girls and going to teach the students
And
about being this way and open. Which, okay, I get that, right? But then I get into the whole thing of how can they do that, right? But not let other parents raise their kids right. So it's like they're cutting like basically like Christianity out of schools, right? They're cutting it out and saying like you don't have to jump for the American flag, right? You don't have to do these things. Well, but then they're letting transgenders be like, oh, we got to teach them this. I just feel like there's too much in the pot. Like they're just throwing shit in a pot, and the kids that are 8 that you're saying that can't consent and can't do this, like you're saying, oh, well, you can be this way, you can be this way, and like I like kids to go. I mean, kids are going to know who they are. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't want to change them,
but they can't really make those.
But they can't make the decisions yet,
right? Because they might come home and go, Mom or Dad, I want to dress like this guy, and they look at the picture or they go to the school and they see this, and it's like, you're a boy, you want to be a girl? It's like, well, yeah, that's what they can't. Yeah. That's what they say. They can't make that decision for themselves.
And they're not doing it high school kids.
So it's the same thing. I go back to the pedophiles. Oh, well, that guy know he's wrong because that baby or that child can't make his decisions or know what he's supposed to like at that age. But what about the Wayne Wade son, Zaire? Yeah. And then at his age, 11, he wants to change his gender, but it's like, when as parents or the adults do we step in?
And say, hey, and it ain't even like with the transgender thing that they're doing with high school kids. Like if you were like 18, 17, 16, you're in high school, okay, man, you're almost, I had a kid at 16. But they're doing it to like elementary school kids.
Yeah, it's like
you're talking like 4 or 5. They're like conditioning them
to be that way.
Like middle school kids.
I don't think it's conditioning them to be that way. I think they're conditioning them to be more open about the subject itself. Because the world is changing regardless.
I feel like that's
right.
Oh, absolutely.
I agree.
We can't stop that.
No,
you're right.
I think going back to the whole pedophile thing, we know that.
Because that's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
What is morally incorrect with a woman being with a woman or a man being with a man? But what's wrong with that?
But this is what I'm saying. But it depends who you ask. This is what I'm saying. It depends who you ask. Because if I get a very, very right wing, very, very by the Bible, he's going to say you're going to hell, right? If you're a man or woman. But then you get a very left wing person and say, well, that's all. Like, who sets the boundaries to say, this is right, this is wrong, get the fuck over it. If you don't fall in the lane, then get the fuck out the lane. See what I'm saying?
It's kind of like like you can't say the F word. And I'm not saying fuck or but you can't say that word. You can't. There's certain slangs that I grew up on saying, and you didn't even have to be that way. But it just came out like, man, you understand what I'm saying? Where I'm from in New York, okay, in Queens, or anywhere in New York City, that is considered a hate crime, 7 years, if not. You understand what I'm saying? Like you can't address this person, and sometimes they're provoke certain individuals where I'm from to get that reaction out of somebody who's straight. You understand? To see how they really feel. But it's like, dude, like I'm gonna come at you because of the way you act. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and Yeah, it's just weird.
But that's what I'm saying. Who says that? You know what I'm saying? Like my opinion, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? The fruits and the bees, baby.
Like, if it happens, it happens because it's like, I didn't raise you that way. But like you say, the world's changing.
The world's changing.
So they're gonna be
attracted to.
That's a fact. But that's where the problem
okay.
is.
So then, what if I throw in bestiality? I might want to fuck your dog, okay? Because I think your dog got a wonderful tail.
But see what I'm saying?
Like, how weird is
But you can't help who you're attracted to.
But that's weird for you, right?
But
not for them.
For who?
For the dog?
For the person who's into bestiality. That's not weird for them.
That's what I'm saying.
But what about a pedophile?
But that's what we're saying.
These are things that are really looked down on.
That's what we're saying. So
and they were looking down on men on men, women on women, but bestiality, pedophiles, shit like that. Like, who are you to say that this person cannot be attracted to that? You understand? If they feel in their heart or in their mind that they're right,
then they're going to do it.
Yeah, so it's like, really, guys, where is the boundaries?
So my thing is with that, when you talk about being gay, lesbian, whatever, that's two adults making that decision most of the time. People who have already experienced with their sexuality to know that they're attracted that way, right?
Okay.
So you get people who are pedophiles or whatever, who go after these kids who haven't experienced with their sexuality enough to know, I'm into men. I'm into women. So they don't get that choice because they haven't, their brain isn't knowledgeable.
Okay, so that's where the transgenders come.
So you just said that, right? You just said
they're going to schools.
They're going to schools.
And
so that's what I'm saying. So you say that, okay, the kids can't make a decision. They're too young to make a decision. They don't know about consent. Then why is it okay for them to send transgenders into schools that with kids that are 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, and all these genders, and say, oh, we're open to this now.
Yeah, and
that's
reading
not
them
right
books.
Then that's not right then.
Reading is fundamental. Fun with that. But if you're a woman reading the book, you're a woman. If you're a man,
and now
read
you're confusing
be a man, and now you're confusing him. And the kid now he want to go home and play with his sister's dolls.
He's
walking in his mom's high heels. Things like that around the house, and it's like,
because the fact is, you're not gonna make everybody happy in the world. Somebody's got to get offended.
Right.
They got to. So I'm saying, like, when do the communities get together?
Well, we don't take no bull.
Yeah, like, when does the I'm gonna get this right. GTB community gets together with the Christians and all this and say, okay, let's have a board meeting, right? You have to sit down, one representative from every type of religion, whatever, and say, this is the law. This is where we draw the line. If they don't fall in between this. You see what I'm saying?
But haven't we already done that?
Oh, really?
I mean, we're looking at where being a pedophile is still illegal. Bestiality is that's right.
Both illegal, yeah.
Yeah, they're illegal.
But
so haven't they set that line already?
They have right now, but I think they're going to change it eventually. What we're saying is I think it's going to come to an era where they change it. Just how, in the 70s and 60s and 50s, 40s, whatever, the gay marriage was not legal. It was a sin.
See, what we're talking about, like the lesbians and gays, that never has been like illegal where you get locked up.
Where you get locked up.
I mean, you will get abused and
But I'm saying,
that's what I'm saying.
But in 40 years,
but why not really? Why is that looked down on?
Not really though, because if you were back in slavery and stuff like that, like they killed gays. The KKK hung and killed gays, so you could die for it. You may not get locked up, but you die.
Gay and black? Oh,
gay and black. So now that's what I'm saying. So now we're in 2020, and all this stuff is acceptable, which is fine. But I'm saying in another 30 years, will they say, okay, well, maybe the community will push so hard to say, okay, well now, you can fuck your dog and get away with it. Then do I think a civil war? But because then you're going to have war. You see what I'm saying? Then protesting is not going to be protesting anymore. If you get a pedophile, right, standing out in the corner saying, this is my right, he's going to die. People are going to kill that man. See what I'm saying?
I wish that we could have somebody. I need more.
That's what I'm saying. We need somebody from this.
Special guest.
Yes, we need
somebody of that community, if not 2, maybe 3 representatives to come and sit down with us and explain to our listeners what's really going on, because this is something
it's a deep subject.
I really want to understand that.
Because it could get hot.
Like how this could get really deep.
So as this was my sister commented, she said, okay, they send people there to teach your children that no matter who they are, they're loved. That they don't become suicidal, or if they have the attraction to, if they're a man, they have the attraction to a man. If they're a woman, they have an attraction to a woman. Mm-hmm. They send them there to say, it's okay to be who you are. Because
But is
years
that
ago,
person-
if you look into your history book, like you just said, the KKK was hanging gays and black people.
Oh, they was tearing us up.
So it's to tell people that, it is okay to be.
She is a part of this community, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we got a representative in the. Okay. Got
So
it.
it's okay to.
Shout out to our listener.
Shout out.
It's okay to be who you are.
So she's saying that they're sending them there to say if you're having these feelings, it's okay to express them.
But are they giving them children the dark side of what
But
it
are
was
they
like
giving
growing
them
up?
that, like,
The history books do that.
Like, yeah, the
Okay.
history books give us nothing but violence.
Exactly.
my question is
now-
she's still listening, right? Okay, so she's saying they send them in to welcome them, to say it's okay to feel it. But my question is, wouldn't it be better to send them to maybe middle school and high school students?
Where they're a little bit
Where
more
they're a little feeling those
independent.
a little independent. You know?
Right.
I mean,
independent thinking at that.
Let me ask you this though.
Okay.
Now that you're 26 years old.
Yes.
Do you remember an elementary school assembly?
I
Yeah.
do. Well,
Yeah.
I had that growing up.
Well, I was expelled a lot. But yeah, I do remember.
But
What was these assemblies?
that's what I'm saying. It's like I can't sit here and remember every little detail.
But I would,
Assembly.
and this is going to sound, I'm sorry if I hit any button, not really, because no, but I would realize if there was a transgender coming to my school.
No. I
I would
think
remember
where
that
he's
assembly.
going with
Oh, you're saying that they don't.
He's not
remember.
good. They're not.
They may
They're
not
not-
remember.
once they get older, they're not really going to remember that. What they're going to remember is the fact that they told them that it was okay to be who they are.
Okay.
But they tell them that. But now, as they're growing up, there's still some people who are not understanding of that community.
But that's-
and they're going to go through.
They're going to go
trials and
through what she
tribulations.
went through. Is what we're pretty much.
You
yeah,
understand what I'm
so I see
saying?
that
And
too.
what I'm saying is, all right, kudos to them for going in there and
Yeah, absolutely.
teaching them that and saying, listen, I do agree. Like, be who you are. You understand?
Yeah.
And you are loved. But is that person giving them the dark side and the harsh reality of that lifestyle too, going through it through life like that? Because there are going to be people like you are loved, but it has to start from home. As long as your parents love you, that's all that matters. You're not everybody's outside. The world is vicious.
Exactly.
understand?
And I think that's why they're saying, going to these kids and saying, if you're feeling, these kids probably aren't feeling those kind of feelings. I don't really know. I don't remember what I felt when I was that young.
I think most boys and girls probably had like some kind of gay experience. You know what I'm saying? When y'all sit around there and pissed at each other and did like the crossing with the urine. Y'all looking at each other's penis like I'm bigger than you.
I don't know what you did in elementary school, but I never did that.
Queens. Yeah, Queens.
No, I'm talking like you got the only boy, right?
Yeah.
See, so you didn't have to take like baths and shit at your grandmother's house or grandpa's
Yeah, I
house.
did.
With
I
your
did. My
and shit.
cousins and everything. We ran around naked.
You understand? So both of us might be
Me
standing
and my
at the
cousin be
toilet.
standing out there and seeing his dick's bigger. Be like, man, your head's a little bigger.
You might be crossing. Y'all making like piss swords and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
So she just brought up the point that
Okay.
she knew she was gay at the age of 7.
Okay.
So at
7?
that point, well, you got to think at 7, you start to experiment a little bit. Your brain's starting to grow. You kind
It
of.
was like 10, and then
You're
I was
telling
beating
me-
the shit out of it.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying sexual. I'm saying you can look at.
Oh,
just
right.
know that you are attracted to
that.
Exactly.
Well,
you
women
know
are
attraction.
beautiful. Shit.
Now, my question is, do they get consent from the parents before they go in there to the schools?
I guarantee they do.
They would probably have
I guarantee
to.
they do.
Is there like a memo that's put out?
I would hope so. Or if not, then I'll probably pull my kid out of the school. Like you,
I probably would too, to be honest
can't
with
just
you.
throw that type of.
Yeah, because
I might be one.
Let me ask you
I
this.
might be
If you
trying
got
to keep
sit
that
there with your
information
kid,
from my
would
kids.
it make you feel better? If
No.
you got to sit in that situation. with
not
your
me,
kid?
because I'm more of a. I'm not my kid's friend, if that makes any sense. Like, I am to a point, but like I'm more hard on my kids, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like I was kind of raised by like my grandfather and my dad. It was kind of just like you know what I'm saying? Like if you didn't know the tool or something like that. So I feel like me personally, it's okay. Okay, let me get this clear. It's okay if one of my children came to me and said, "Hey, I like this," would I still love them and accept it? Yes.
Right.
But I don't think I'm with Vinny. I don't think I would send them into that realm this young. High school, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, do you want to go? Yes. But as far as elementary school and middle school, no, I wouldn't let them participate in
I think the problem with sending it into high
That's
school.
why you got to have permission slips just to go on trips.
trips.
Sending somebody
High
like that
school,
into
I
high
don't think
school
you do.
students, High school's
Yeah.
vicious.
And that's where I feel, but I feel like at that point that I'm going to raise my son or daughter, she's going to be 15, 16 going into high school, 14, 15, 16 going into high school. At that point, I know that when I'm talking to them, they know 100% what I'm saying by saying, listen, you like a girl, you like a dick, you like something going, that's fine. But these are going to be your realities. You pick this road, it's going to be tough. You pick this road, you know what I'm saying? And I can have that. I'm not going to have that conversation with my 7 or 6-year-old daughter or son. See what I'm saying?
This is more than that. And only let it out when it's time for you to do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Like you doing that, it's like you want to irritate people to see how they, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just how I feel. It's like
you're talking about that assembly?
Yeah. Or like, it's like you don't have to. You can be who you are, but like when they say coming out, you don't have to come out. You can who you with or who you with. You don't have to let your whole community know. Just like if I murder certain people or I did this, I don't have to throw that out there. I mean,
I'm the type I think that they should keep it all out of schools. Like if you have religion, keep it out of schools. Mm-hmm. If you are transgender, whatever, keep it out of schools.
Right.
I'm sending my kid there to learn about history, the past, the future, math, equations. I don't feel like they should be sidetracked by, you've got to read the Bible, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. I feel like that should be left out of schools. You see what I'm saying? I think like if you want to hold something like that, even with the Bible, whatever, why not? That's what church is for. That's what things are like that are for. So if I was a parent, if I was that parent, I was like, I want my kid to know that everything will be all right, and he goes over here, and I'm gonna send him to this, transgender thing. Then I'm gonna do that. If I want to send him to church, I'm gonna do that. But I feel like it should be up to the parents' kind of decision.
What about
that's what Shai just said, that they do send out permission slips.
Okay.
So as a parent, if you don't feel comfortable sending your kid to that, then you don't have to.
So that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But they're not marking fucking absentee.
Right. But why? What about the teachers? Not to cut you off too, B, but what about the teachers, female teachers that slept with 15, 16-year-old kids? See? 2 years away from being an adult, but they locked them up. Who's to say because she's 23, 24 years old, she's not attracted to that?
I was in middle school.
You understand? Like,
this whole town is attractive. That's the thing. They're allowed to be attracted.
So why are they not allowed
to be attracted?
So why can't they move forward? Why they have to stay in the closet with that?
Because that 15, 16-year-old kid cannot consent.
Okay, so here we go. Mm-hmm. In Owens, right here, and I'm probably going to get backlash for saying this. I was in middle school. There was a kid. There was a teacher, right? She was a female. The kid 100% consented, right? He's like 15, 16, right? No, he wasn't. He was like 13. He was like 12, 13. But I know the kid, and I know he fucking consented, right? Mm-hmm. He got caught, right? And his parents took her for court, and then they locked her up, and she lost her teaching degree, right? Because of this. But I know he consented. Now, he lied in the front of the court and said, no, I didn't consent like my parents. But if he consented at 12, 13, right, to her, and I think she was in her 30s at the time, who's saying that that's wrong? Because it was a male. And then there's a double standard there, too. Right. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like, and a lot of other men out there, if my son comes home in high school, it's like, yo, I fuck my teacher, and be like, hell yeah, son. But if my daughter comes home and says, hey, my high school teacher's hitting on me, I'm going to go beat his ass. So there's a double standard there.
Yeah. So with somebody that's 12, 13 years old, they can sit there and say yes, yes, yes the entire time. But they are not at the age of consent.
But who says that?
Legally. The
law
says
that.
But that's what I'm saying, though. But that's what I'm saying, though. But this is what I'm trying to say. So the law says that, but then 20, 30 years ago, there was no gay rights. So that's what I'm saying. Is it going to get to a point in society that they will change it? And this is what I'm asking the people. Do you think that we're going to get in 2050, if we're still alive, right? Mm-hmm. In 2050, are these things that we're talking about going to be acceptable?
No, because that still doesn't change the law of consent.
But will they push so hard that it does change the law of consent?
No, because still.
I hope not.
I know my mom was real hard about this. It was like, as I was growing up, it was like every day, once you hit 18, you can do what you want. Once you hit 18, you can do what you want. That's what it is right now, is you cannot make a choice until you hit the age of 18. Because then you're legally an adult.
So if that's the case, why did they change buying cigarettes from 18 to 21? They stopping people from choosing to smoke cigarettes at a young age.
They said that your brain is still growing at the age of 18.
So how are you able at the age of 18 to become a young adult and move on? Why 18 to move on?
So why isn't it 21 whenever
This is where I get confused about these things.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to go deep.
Yes.
with these things because I try to understand. I'm a little older, and I try to understand the new era and how they moving. Hip hop is even different the way it. You know what I'm saying? So the way people dress, the skinny jeans, and I grew up in the baggy era. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so I'm trying to really understand what this is all about because I'm always like, you could just say I'm the pain in the ass. I'm the critical thinker. You understand? Right. And you can say something, and I'm gonna sit here and listen. And then it's like, now what about that though?
What about that?
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to know. Like, if their brain is not really able to develop at that time, and that's why they stopped the drinking. Well, drinking is 21, but smoking tobacco.
Right. That's.
But yet a parent can say, "Get out of my house," and like you can do whatever you want. So I chose at the age of 18 to do what I want, and that's smoke cigarettes. But I can't go in the store right now with my ID that says I'm 18 and buy a pack of cigarettes because the law says I have to be 21 now.
So I disagree with the law. That the 18.
Because it's man's law.
They changed it, but the reasoning they said is because your brain isn't fully developed, which I disagree with at that point because most people have graduated from high school
at 16.
18.
18.
I have a friend named Chris, a.k.a. Bada Bing, Southside Jamaica, Queens. He graduated, all right, high school at 16 and was in college at 17.
That's right.
No.
Serious. So I don't, like some people are just a little bit more advanced. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So maybe it has something to do with genetics. I don't know.
I mean, I don't really know because I disagree with that part, but it still, to me, doesn't change the fact that until you're 18, you're still a child.
I mean, I still think you're a child. When you hit 20, I'm comfortable with it. But the teen, it's like you still got teen attached to you.
You got teen.
18 or 19. You understand? When you hit 20, then 21.
I'm saying legally. Legally, you're an adult at that age.
Right. Okay. But I'm always going to, I like to break it down. I need it broken down in order for me to understand, because it's not like I just want to be an ass.
Right,
and not understand with 20/20 vision. I mean, you see things clear. And that's what I'm trying to do this year. You know what I'm saying? And this coronavirus got me really looking at things different. And I just need to know what's really up, or what a lot of things that's happening, because I'm confused about a lot, because people are this era, this generation is kind of like really sensitive, really sensitive. In my era growing up,
I feel like that was with the fifth place and sixth place trophies came in effect.
Like we were, because I grew up, and if you lost, you fucking lost.
You lost.
You understand? Now everybody gets a participation trophy, and it's like, hold the fuck up, like we won. But because you participated and you played, you get a trophy. You get some kind of achievement award, or participation award, and it's like. Everybody comes out of there feeling like a winner. And it's like, why are you doing this to kids? They're never really going to know what hard work really is.
Yeah, because they're slowing it down.
It's like they're dumbing them down.
Yeah.
I think that started with a generation after me.
Yeah,
I never dealt with that, honestly, growing up. But I don't personally think that being a pedophile is ever going to be accepted. I hope not. I fucking hope not. It can.
But I'm thinking that with this community, it's going to open the door for them to have a voice as well.
Yep.
They can have a voice, but that's not going to persuade.
That's what we thought growing up in the 80s, V. You my daughter's age. You got to understand. We thought the same thing. Well, fuck, niggas ain't going to be able to get married. Niggas ain't going to be accepted. What you're saying now about that community, or those people, because I call them a community too, because they are lingering around these motherfuckers. We said the same thing back in the early 90s, 80s. You understand what I'm saying? And now look where it is. So they're going to open the door, and there's going to be somebody that has a voice, and it's going to go down. I mean, look at Hollywood. It happens in Hollywood all the time.
Coming soon.
Right?
I mean, I agree with you. It will give them a voice and a platform to speak on. But I think...
How many politicians...
I think
we're not
going to talk about that tomorrow. We don't talk about politics. We'll stay away from that.
Okay.
But I think they can have that platform to speak on. Mm-hmm. But I think straights, people, anybody in the LGBTQ community can all agree that it is morally incorrect for an adult to be with a child.
And let us know. Okay, hit that comment, leave comments, questions. We're gonna post the call-in number
But when it
tomorrow.
comes to life and reproduction,
share.
reproducing, not duction, reproducing. There are people who grew up in the times who said it is morally wrong for a man to be with a man in the world because they can't
Because
reproduce.
they can't do it. Now you're talking about.
You got two things that had they, and you understand what I'm
But
saying?
I get what you're saying,
Life
and it's-
cannot,
It's based off of religion,
and
which everybody knows.
population.
And you know, we also need to see both sides. We need LGBTQ.
That's what I
We
wanna
need a
see.
representative, and we also need a representative. You know, a nice Christian.
Yeah, we definitely need.
I mean, we need. We
Any
need
church
both sides.
girls out there,
Church
please come to
girls.
No Bull. We'll try to hold our mouth and
try.
not curse. Praise the Lord in Jesus' name.
Yeah. So these, you know, I think these are great topics right now. You know, we need people to comment, draw.
I mean, there's other topics I want
There's
to talk
other.
about.
Oh, there's a lot more.
You know, but it all started from like the doors opening from the sexuality. Everybody's sexuality just seems to be coming out now. They're getting on camera. They're showing a little bit more titty. They're having people pay for shit. You know what I mean? They overdrafting on their credit cards. Just to-
2020, baby.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just to look at some twat. Then you got these alphabets that just keep adding on and on and on. And I'm going, okay, when the fuck does it stop? How many more? I thought this was that.
Yeah.
I thought gay was queer. Like, how the fuck is that its own category? And, so,
And I need to know what's
these are-
offensive too,
yeah.
because I was in here just wilding the other night,
Right.
just
both.
bah, 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 bah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, I can't say that. So,
Anything that you think is offensive is probably offensive.
Well, what
Like,
about
I mean,
people?
I'm wild. I mean, so, but
I
so
also
what
take
we're gonna
everything
do?
offensive when people go, I mean, no offense, but I have
Yeah.
black friends, but so I should be like, how should I take that?
What?
Coming soon. What we talking? What was it?
No, what do you say? Offensive?
Oh,
What?
Like when somebody talks to me and be like, you know, I have black friends, and, you know, so I don't want you to take this offensive, but no offense, but and this blab out whatever they tell me.
Like me?
Anytime somebody says, don't take this offensively, it's probably gonna
It's
be
probably offensive.
It's
Yeah.
probably gonna be offensive.
We'll end on that note, people. But
All right.
we're gonna put this on Facebook. Leave comments, share. Hit us up on YouTube. We're gonna post it there. We're gonna go live tomorrow again. Hopefully, T is in the building. Comment that he's a bitch and tag him into it. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Chicken butt.
Do the whole thing that you need to do. It was good talking to you. I hope we didn't offend nobody out there. We probably did, though. But hey, it's the No Bull Podcast. We need to know these things. If you need to be on the channel, let's say you want to come in, you want to talk, more than welcome. Please comment.
Any
do
special
everything.
guests?
We're going to post the number for the call-in number. We'll post the times you can call and ask questions tomorrow. For anybody, I know all you people out there in Queens are probably going to be calling old Vin Dog, okay?
Well, I
Call
got
in
the
and ask for any of us. Bull, Bugs, T, and we're going to answer your questions, all right? So good night, be safe out there, and don't get coroned.
Peace.
Don't do it.
Peace.